Hey guys, welcome to the Hope That Heals You with me, Marie Nazria, where I talk about anything I want. And usually I like to talk about different things that show up in my life, that come up that I think are really relevant. And sometimes I'm like, oh, wow, that's so interesting. I never thought of that. I really believe that that will affect and change my life. And I think it's really important to share that with others. Whenever I gain a tool, I share it with my friends, my family, my loved ones. And, then after I share a tool, it's the other person's option to take that advice or take that tool and use it to their own advantage. And I love when that works out in that way. Today, I want to talk about needs versus wants. I don't know if you know this, but almost every year, things change a lot. And I think it's really good to make a list of your needs and your wants. And I think it's really important to sit with that list and really identify if what you think you need is really something you want versus things that you want that you might actually need. And I think it's a really beautiful list and idea and concept because our needs and our wants change constantly. There's always like the fundamental list of needs and the fundamental things you want. But I think identifying that and understanding that is very important and helpful. I, for example, thought I needed to have children. And when I sat with it, I said, wait, why do I need to have children? Am I dying to be a mother? Can I not live on this planet without being one? I had to really, even big thoughts, big questions like this, you can do this exercise like that. And I sat with it and I realized I don't need to be a mother. And I actually, in fact, realized that I am very much a mother to my dog, to my nieces and nephews, sometimes to my siblings, sometimes to my friends. And that actually a part of me was fulfilled in my motherhood. So I didn't need to have children. And that's a big realization. That's a big shift. And maybe a year before, I would have been like, no, I need to be a mother. So I think it's a really great exercise. I think you learn so much about yourself, about your evolution, about how your ideas about things change. And that's okay. A lot of times we think we need certain things because we've been programmed to think we need certain things by our family, society, etc. And that's a shame. And it can add a lot of pressure to you that is unnecessary. So it's really, really good to check in with yourself. That is my favorite thing to do. Sometimes it's daunting, but it's the best exercises you can do to just get to know yourself better, see where you're at emotionally, psychologically. So I invite you to write a list of your needs and your wants and really sit with it. And try when you're doing your list not to have other voices in your mind, like other people's opinions in your mind. Really just sit with yourself. Currently, I live in a home in the city. What I would love and what I want is to live in nature in like a really simple home. So, sometimes the way we're living too is it's not a need of mine, it's a want of mine. But currently, I need to have a home. So I currently live in a city. So this is the stuff that kind of, when you start peeling it back, you start really learning a lot about yourself that you wouldn't have thought about. I've done this exercise with a lot of people who were very surprised what their needs were versus their wants. And it's a really powerful exercise. I invite you to do it. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, and I wish you a beautiful day. Thanks so much.